Hey everybody, it is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025, and getting ready to go on a little ice fishing trip up to Lake Chautauqua up in New York. That is just over the New York border, kind of south and west of Buffalo. At the north end of the lake is the little town of Mayville, and then in the southeast part of the lake is the town of Jamestown. So we got all our gear loaded up here this morning, and it's a cold one, I can tell you that. That's all the stuff we got. We're sitting at minus 11 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is the coldest we've been so far, but perfect morning to head out on a ice fishing trip. So we're gonna head up along Route 90. I gotta pick up my cousin up in Paynesville. That's where he lives. It's on the way, and then we're gonna continue on another couple hours north and east up along the lake and head up to Mayville, and get out hopefully this afternoon and get a little fishing in, and then we're going to be fishing tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, coming home Sunday. So hopefully we murder the fish. But we're going to get underway here. It's just before 7 o'clock, and we're going to get moving. Alrighty, it's about an hour later up here in Paynesville. First leg of the journey over. Gonna load up my cousin's stuff here, and then we're gonna get rolling again. He is a Tampa Bay fan living in Cleveland. I think he gave up on the Browns long ago, like the rest of us. Well, I haven't completely given up, but close. This is the deer my cousin got back in 2005. Of all the years we've been hunting, probably the last 35 years, of all the guys we've been hunting with, this is the biggest deer that ever came out of deer camp. It scored right around 170, I believe, which is a pretty big deer. Got with a shotgun on Gary Chapman's property, of all people, back in 2005. And that is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime deer. All right, we're going to hit the road again. Well, we're up on 90, headed east. If anybody saw my video where I drove from Akron up to Geneva to see that big lake effect storm back in, I think, November, this is about as far as I made it. This next exit up here is the Geneva exit. That's where I exited the highway and headed north to check out all that snow. I think Saybrook ended up getting, what, 70 inches or something like that was the official total. In Geneva, I think their official, what, 58, 52? Yeah. So they got some pretty big snow. I think most of all that melted, if not all of it, but they have about the same amount as we have down in Medina area right now. That looks like probably maybe 6 or 8 inches here. But we are headed up into the snow belt. We're going to be going by Erie, PA, and then headed east into New York. So that's all big lake effect area. They get a lot more than Ohio does. So we'll see what they have up there. But yep, on our way. All right, hitting Pennsylvania. Now we go through the little panhandle, and then we hit New York after that. Don't let those bright blue sunny skies fool you. It's still, we're sitting at 3 below zero up here. Just getting ready to cross over into New York. This is Route 86. It kind of heads east off of Route 90, just past Erie, PA. Pretty close to the New York border here, if not, it's somewhere right up in here. Used to come up this way and do a lot of skiing up at Holiday Valley back in the day. I haven't been skiing in a few years, but this was always one of my favorite places around to go. Pretty much much go this same way. There it is. Welcome to New York. All right, so we probably have about probably 10-15 miles before we get off for Lake Chautauqua. There's a little store right when you get off the highway. It's called Hogan's Hut, and it's kind of like a general store, but they sell fishing license, bait, tackle, you name it. So we got to stop there and get our licenses, out-of-state license for fishing for a week, and then we're headed up to Mayville is where we're going, which is at the north end of the lake. So we'll be coming back here in a little bit, not too much further. Well, here is our exit number 7 on Route 86, and then we head north to Mayville, but not before we stop at Hogan's Hut. All right, here is our exit number 8 on Route 86, and Hogan's Hut is pretty close. Actually, it's like right off the highway here, so we got to go get our licenses and some provisions, and then we're headed to Webb's Resort in Mayville, which is like, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles north here along the lake. So stay tuned. Well, we made it to Hogan's Hut. This is the fine establishment right here. Check this out. This is pretty cool. The snow coming off of this little roof. Look at that. Where it slid off. That's pretty awesome. All right, time to go get our licenses. Yeah, it's like 3 below right now. Actually doesn't feel too bad with the sun, believe it or not. Definitely cold out though. Pretty cool icicles. All right, we're gonna go grab our licenses here at this fine establishment. Here we go. Little tackle area. They got waxworms, minnows, shiners, all sorts of fun stuff. A lot of ice fishing gear, propane accessories, augers, everything you would need for ice fishing basically they have here. It's a pretty cool little store. And they got food and stuff, small amount of groceries. Yeah. Yep. And that's one thing. Chautauqua is a musky lake. I doubt we'll be catching any of those, but that is a muskie there. All right. This is what they call the Chautauqua Institute. And I believe it's like a liberal arts college or something. And one of the places we fish is down here off of the, there's like a little park and a bell tower and stuff. And it's a good place to perch fish, but yeah, I don't think they have classes in the wintertime, or if they do, it's like limited. And I don't think you can even get down in here in the summer. I think it's like gated off and stuff, but this, in the winter, it's all opened up and you can drive down in here. These are like the dining halls, and it's a pretty neat little area. Makes me wish I could have gone to a college, something like this. This is a really cool area though.
Hopefully no one's coming.
Yeah, everything's like one way. They got some pretty good snow here too. I'd say at least 2 or 3 feet. It's hard to tell exactly, probably well over a foot, but we're headed down to the lake. That's Chautauqua down there, of course. If there's anyone out. Oh, there's the bell tower that we're looking for. It looks like people have been out. check this out. Yeah, this is one of the spots we'll be fishing at. Oh, there's somebody out. There's like a 40-foot hole over here, kind of about where that shanty's at, and it goes like right in this area here. Really good perch spot. I've done pretty good here in years past. So we're going to be staying up there on the north end of the lake. That's probably where we'll be fishing today. It is 0 degrees out. Nice big crack in the ice. Boy, thick. Yeah, there's been people out. This is good old Lake Chautauqua, the north end of the lake. Like I said earlier, it's like peanut shaped. Kind of comes together in the middle. And it's at its narrowest in the middle of the lake, kind of where the highway crosses over. And then it opens up again into another big spot. It's almost like 2 lakes. So way down there is kind of where it comes together, probably a little bit further than you can see. And Mayville sits about right over there, or right, maybe even over there. But yeah, we were just on our way through down here since we're going to be fishing here all day, just to see what's going on. You can always tell what time it is when you're sitting in your shanty, because the clock goes off every 15 minutes. You can keep track of your day. But we are going to be heading back up through the Institute to get back up to Mayville. I don't know if you'd make it up this hill without 4-wheel drive unless you got a pretty good head of steam. I'm slipping a little bit.
Must have some.
Yeah, I think they have like limited classes or something in the wintertime, because you never see kids walking around or nothing this time of year. But something's going on, because there's enough cars and stuff around. I know there's little shops and stuff down in here that probably stay open. Love all these big canvas things they put over the porches, like a big boat cover almost. You'd certainly have to have that like custom made, right?
Yeah.
This probably couldn't be cheap. It's like a big giant boat cover like that.
Yeah.
Those are cool. I wonder if you just had a regular like screened in porch, if you could get one of those made, just so you could put one of those little heaters, like if I screened in my deck,
Yeah.
and then wrapped it in one of those in the wintertime and put one of those outdoor heaters on it. It'd probably be enough to...
These definitely are all custom.
Yeah, it'd have to be. They couldn't be cheap.
They go
wrap all the way.
with the house, the colors.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's our way out. All right, this is Webb's. We made it. And then we're going to be fishing right over there. We're going to go get checked into our room here. Hopefully they'll let us. It's a little early, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. And then we'll start getting all our gear out. All right, here's our little accommodations for the next few days before we trash it. So they're little small rooms. They're nice, clean, quiet, cheap. Nothing fancy. Bathroom. This is all we need. We'll just be sleeping here. We'll be on the ice the other times. So, all right, we're going to go get all our stuff and get moved in. All right, getting set up here. my new auger, the Ion 4000 electric auger. It's really not the 4000, but man, that made drilling through the ice a breeze. It was awesome. Just right through the ice. Probably, I don't know, 8-10 inches of ice here. And getting this thing all snowed up, keep the breeze out, and then we're gonna get fishing. I think it's, I don't know, probably about 12:30 in the afternoon now. But yeah, it was a little bit of a tough drag out here. Park back up that way. All right, I'm gonna put this away for now and keep getting set up. All right, we are all set up and snowed in. Got a decent amount of snow to be able to keep the wind out of the corners in the back this time, unlike last time. We are gonna start doing some fishing. I got the heat cranked up, and yeah, gonna be good to go. All right, I'm getting in where it's warm. It's about literally 2 degrees out, and there was about a 20-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the west-southwest here from that direction, and it is just ripping across this lake, and it is cold out. Let me get that a little better.
Or it's weed beds.
Yeah, I can't tell. There's something dark at the bottom. Could be weed beds. Looks like we're on about 8 or 10 inches here. Yep. All right. Get the Vex fired up and start fishing. Seems like we're on some small perch here. I caught one. It was about the size of a minnow. Oh, that one's getting to be a little better. Still a little on the small side, but that's twice the size of the one I caught. Get a little bigger than that, we'll start keeping them. Another dink. That's what we call these little guys. And back he goes. Well, that's the third one we've caught in about 10 minutes. Let's hope they get bigger. All right, we keep catching these little pumpkin seeds.
Dude, there's all kinds of fish
Oh,
down
yeah.
there.
Yeah, the bottom's on fire. But they're just borderline a little on the small side. But we've been ripping them out of there pretty quick. Those and the little small perch. Got a couple decent sized ones, but we haven't been catching anything quite worth keeping just yet. But tomorrow, if we're catching those, we'll just start throwing them on the ice. And looking them down there. Okay, I'm back at it. We got about another hour's worth of fishing here before we got to wrap it up for the day to get off the ice before dark. Well, it was a pretty successful day. No keepers. I mean, we probably could have kept some of those pumpkin seeds, but one perch we had, which was borderline, and yeah, we're gonna hit it again tomorrow. We didn't feel like keeping anything today, but we're gonna break down the camp here and head off the ice, and then go get warmed up and probably head to dinner somewhere.
How about you? My back just stiffened up.
Yeah, leaning over. There's our stain, our ice stain. All right, I'm gonna start dragging this sucker off. Here comes the snowmobile trail groomer. They got a big sled they drag back behind, and it knocks down all the moguls. Makes the trails all nice and smooth. Pretty cool. Keeping things nice for the snowmobilers. Good morning, everybody. Day 2. Yeah, we left the ice about 5 o'clock yesterday. Came back, warmed up, went out to dinner at the Lakeview Inn. It was all right. Had dinner there, then came back and went to bed fairly early so we could get a jump on today. We didn't get up as early as we wanted. There's already guys out on the north end, kind of over where we were yesterday. But we're gonna head down to the bell tower today and fish out of there. That's the plan anyway. We're up to 12 degrees here. And yeah, got a little dusting of snow last night. Nothing crazy. I think we're under a winter weather advisory for tonight, which it said 4 to 6 inches. But depending on how that snow comes off the lake, we could get absolutely nothing or we could get a foot. You never know. So we are getting suited up, and then we'll talk to you back down at the bell tower down there. We are over by the bell tower. Just got all set up. There's the bell tower over there. Some other guys sitting over there. Should be on about 40 feet of water here. That's what we're thinking. There's like a big giant circle around here where it drops down from like 20 feet down to 40, and I'm not sure if we're exactly on it, but we're close. And we're gonna stick it out here for an hour at least. If we don't start marking or catching fish, we'll move the operation somewhere. I don't know, in or over there or wherever. But I think we're up to like 18 degrees now. There's a little bit of a breeze out here. It's a lot warmer than yesterday, so we got the heater going, and this is a great perch spot. So we're gonna set up for perch and see what we can catch. Not quite a hobo shadow, but I don't know what you would call that. Ice fisherman shadow, maybe? Something like that. We are on 50 feet of water, and I just found out that my fishing pole had about 30 feet of line on it. So we spent the last half hour re-reeling, re-stringing this stupid thing. And there's definitely fish down there. We haven't caught any just yet, but we see them moving on the Vex. They're down there. Don't know what they are, but something's moving, which is a good sign. So we're gonna see if we can't land something. Hopefully these are bigger. It's a lot easier reeling little small fish out of 7 feet of water than 50 feet. So hopefully these ones are bigger over here. So we'll find out. There's the clock tower for 11. Pretty sure. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but the ice keeps, well, I call it singing. It's where you're making ice and it's like, ooh, ooh, and you can kind of feel it. I don't know if it's like popping or, they say that's the ice growing, but it makes a bunch of noise. And I haven't heard any of them real close, but you can hear them off in the distance. It's like, ooh. You hear like the ice making noise. Still seeing fish down there, but not catching any. No, they don't like what we're offering here. Yeah, you can definitely see the bottom is right where that left I guess it would be the 9 o'clock position on there, and all that other stuff is fish moving around, but they ain't biting. All right, we're setting up for lunch. This is my little hillbilly grill here. It's as you can see, it's a painting thing for rolling paint, but I cut out the top there, and it hooks on the top of the buddy heater like so. It's kind of delicate. And then I got some tin foil to put on there, and then we got some dogs that we're going to start heating up. Fishing is slow. They're not very aggressive over here. We're thinking about moving after lunch, but we're going to cook lunch here real quick. There we go. The buddy heater grill is open for business. They smell good already. Alright, well, it's going to be, it takes a little while on that thing because it's, you know, not putting off the most amount of heat. It's not like the setup we have for the 2-burner buddy heater. That thing, they cooks them quick, but yeah, give them 10 minutes or something. Oh, see that? Oh yeah, got some mustard and relish.
Put the lid back on the stove.
Yeah, I'll grab some of those once I pull mine off of here. All right. Slow fishing, but slow cooking as well. There is a proper ice shanty hot dog right there. Doesn't get any better. Actually, it might, but I'll be the judge of that.
White bass.
Oh, a white bass. Look at that guy. Can you eat those?
Yeah. I guess.
Is that a white or are those stripers? I don't know.
Is that a striper? I think it's a white bass.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if I've ever caught one of those here.
Yeah, he hit good.
Nice, buddy.
I don't know if we keep him.
I don't know. If we were catching more instead of just a handful, they'd probably be worth keeping. Nice, buddy, nice. Just landed a perch, and we decided we're coming out here just to stretch our legs and walk around for a minute. It's not too cold. It's probably in the 20s or something. The wind's a little tough, but you got some shanties. That's where we were out over there yesterday, somewhere over in there. Yeah, I think you can see all the shanties over there, way out in the distance on the horizon. That's where we were yesterday. But just stretching. We're full from lunch, and just needed to move around a little bit before we go back in. All right, well, going back in. We are packing up for the day. It's about 4:40. Got a couple decent little perch there. Nothing major, but we caught the one decent sized one of those, and then we're like, we might as well start keeping them. We got 2 more days, so hopefully we can add to that. But caught probably a dozen dinks, caught 2 white bass.
Damn it.
And yeah, we're packing it up, heading back over there where the truck's parked. So looks like these guys are packing up for the day. But I'm gonna put the camera away and get the shanty off the ice. All this snow around the edges usually melts a little bit and the thing sticks, so you gotta peel it up and then get her unstuck from the ice. And yeah, what do you think, buddy?
Good to go.
Good to go. All right.
I think I
Got everything out of there. Everything that should be in there is in there, and everything that should be out of there is out of there, I think. All right. There's our stain on the ice. And it is Back to the truck we go. Luckily, it's only about a half a mile or quarter mile, somewhere in there, third, somewhere. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, January 24th, I guess. And picked up a couple fresh inches of snow last night. Got some snowmobilers that came in. It's like there's quite a few trailers and stuff. But yeah, people come up here for the weekend to snowmobile. Got some ice shanties already starting to accumulate out on the lake. We are headed down to Hogan's to get some shiners. We're going to set up for walleye today, at least for a bit, see how that bite's going. And we're going to be over by the bell tower again, but not quite. We're going to try to get in like 25 or 30 foot of water. There's a bobcat with a snowblower on the front of it. That's pretty cool. Sometimes around places like this, they run out of places to push it, so they gotta get the blower out and throw it someplace. Anyways, we're headed down to the bait shop to get some shiners, and then we're gonna get set up on probably between where we were yesterday and the bell tower somewhere. There's a big shelf right in there where it drops off real quick. We're gonna try to get on that and see if we can't get on some walleye. But all right, everybody, back over here at Hogan's. Got one of those big New York State snow plows with the big wings on both sides. I don't think we have those in Ohio, or if they do, they only have a wing on one side, but that guy can put them both down and probably plow 35 foot of road. But we're over here to get our shiners. Oh, look at this thing's getting bigger. It's pretty cool. Go walk over here. I don't think I'd want to be standing under that when that comes crashing down. That's awesome. That's way cool. That's got to be hanging off there by 3.5 feet, maybe 4 feet. All right, going to get our shiners. I hope nobody plans on sitting on that seat for a while. All crashing down there. Dragging onto the lake. Now, yesterday we were about where that red shanty is out there. But I think today we're going to be about where that blue one is, but over about 200 yards that way. Yeah, like over in there and not quite as far out. Getting there. Yep. I think we're on about 35 feet of water here today. Yesterday we were on 50. We're thinking maybe on this ridge, kind of in line with some of these other guys out here. Might catch them in the transition from the shallow to the deep. Yep. All right, as you can see here, clock tower, and we got the snow coming down today. I think it's a winter weather advisory until like this afternoon, so it'll probably stop at some point. We saw on the news yesterday that Lake Erie's pretty much froze over, so that usually cuts the lake effect off. There's one little open area that this is probably coming off of that's just open enough to make some lake effect. But all right, we're getting in here for the next few hours. The first dink of the day. Come on, buddy, get back in there. You need to be about twice or 3 times that size. There you go. back down to Davy Jones's locker you go. Well, it's lunchtime again. Been out here about an hour and a half. It's about 12:30. Marking fish, not catching a bunch, but yesterday morning was slow too. They started picking up in the afternoon, but I don't know. We were thinking if we're still slow here, maybe moving, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, lunch dogs. That's us on the bottom there. We're in 38 feet of water. Yeah, we got a little snow squall coming across the lake here. Look at that. Not really snowing where we are. You can see the line right about there. But it's coming from that way, so we got a north wind. But that's pretty cool to see the line of snow. Out here taking a bathroom break. This is coming across the lake. So we caught a few perch today. The bigger ones, I ended up switching over to a minnow on a little spoon. Look at that thing. And we were hoping maybe we could get some walleye coming in, but we never did. But we're ready to pack it up for the day. But yeah, look at that minnow on there. If I was a perch, I'd eat it, or a walleye. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna set this guy free, and we're gonna pack it up. It's about 4:45, and yeah, we got I think 6 decent perch today, plus what 4 yesterday, so we got 10. Not great, but I don't know. We've had a heck of a good time. It's been a lot of fun. Today was actually a pretty slow day. We marked a lot more fish yesterday. Today it was pretty slow going, but the ones we did end up catching on these minnows were definitely bigger than most of the ones yesterday. So, all right, we're packing up shop. Well, we're tearing down. I would just throw the fish in the. Yeah, we got 6 perch. Plus yesterday's. We'll get some more tomorrow. Tearing down our little site here. These guys still out. These guys left that were over here. Not a bad day. Not a great day. Not a bad day. Fishing wise, that is. All right, I got a little bit of work here to do to get everything packed up. Way easier to tear down with the jet sled, just throwing all that crap in there. That thing was worth 40 bucks all day long. All right, there's our stain for the day.
You absolutely murdered it.
Yeah, I wish. But not bad.
Yeah.
What's
a different spot.
Yeah, we'll get them tomorrow.
I think
They're out there.
here we go. If we go out like here, like if we head out from that tower, right out where we were.
Kind of where we were, yeah.
Right? Wasn't that where we were?
Yeah, we were right over there yesterday. Yeah, we came in quite a bit closer.
The Irish did really good.
Yeah, maybe they limited it out.
That's why they left.
Yeah, it's possible.
They stick it out.
All right, gonna start dragging. Oh man, I gotta get in shape. We ended up parking. Yesterday we were parked right here, but there were a couple too many cars. Today are trucks, so we parked down at the end. Up this way. Hopefully my truck's still there. There's the bell tower. Really helps having all that other gear in that other sled. Really. I mean, it's probably 50 or 60 pounds worth of gear you're dragging on that. And I probably am pulling a couple 100 pounds with all this. There's the truck right up there. This over here was me yesterday trying to back out of here. Everything in my mirrors looked white and the backup camera did no good. So it was a little tricky getting out of here, and I didn't want to pop one of those things, so I was staying on this side. And yeah, it was a little tricky. All right, we're gonna get loaded up. This is our little drive out of the Chautauqua Institute. Pretty steep hill right here. Nice place to park. Yeah, right. I'd be afraid it'd be at the bottom of the hill in the morning. Looks like they took the snowblower to that thing and carved out the parking spots. Watch it, slippery. There's St. Elmo. What did I call it yesterday?
St. Elmo's fire.
Yeah, I said it's Steamo or Stemlo or something stupid like that. It is a pretty cool place. It must be like dorms, and then they have shops and stuff down below. This is always one of my favorite places through here. I love this little place. Well, we got headed back to the hotel. Headed back. All right. Well, another successful day. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. What is it, the 25th, 26th? I don't even know. I'm losing track of days. But yeah, we're going to be heading back to the bell tower today. And we're up a little earlier today and moving. You can see there's a bunch of snowmobilers here today. All sorts of snowmobiles around, coming in for the weekend. Nice quiet morning here. Just getting kind of packed up to, got to head down to the bait shop again. Get some more shiners. And then we're going to be hitting the ice. The sound of silence. Well, we're all set up pretty much for the most part. We're right out by the bell tower, pretty much due west to the point. We're a little bit further out than all these guys. Yesterday we were right over there, and the other day we were down in here somewhere, so we just figured we'd try this little spot right here today. And we're just about set up. Hopefully we're going to be using the shiners today and see how we do. All right, we are on 50 feet of water, and we just got down to the bottom and we're marking fish like crazy already, so it's a good sign. Well, go figure, it's time to eat again. But we've been catching fish all morning. We have like 6 or 7 keepers out there right now, but we've caught probably twice that we've put back. And it's just, I think that's the 12 o'clock chime right there, isn't it? Yep. Nope, 12:15 chime. But yeah, we're doing good with the shiners and the little spoons. Up off of the bottom about 6 inches. We're in 50 feet of water here today. Yep. Just finishing lunch. Just finishing breakfast. Got about the same. I think we have 6 or 7 over there. We've been.
What do you guys got?
I got one on right now. Unless
5,
I was
6?
bumping.
I think you guys got one more than us.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You guys got 8?
Yeah, we got 8.
Good job.
How many did you put down the hole?
So far, 4, I think. And about 2 dozen minnows and about a dozen waxies.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm throwing 3 back. Thanks.
Yeah, I've thrown about a half a dozen dinks back. Not too bad. Not too shabby.
We got fish down there.
All right, back at it. Hey, a little better today. The other side. Just hit 2 o'clock. And I'm going back in. Cool. Yeah, I got a couple snowmobiles. They're a little bit older now. An 06 is my most recent. They're a lot of fun. We just don't get enough snow around Medina anymore. You got to bring them up here or someplace where you can actually ride them. Well, we're about ready to wrap it up for the day. Got a bunch of sleds ripping across the lake. Pretty cool way to wrap it up here. Great few days. Look at that. Look at that. That's fantastic. All right, we're gonna start tearing down here in about probably about a half hour. But yeah, it's been a good day. Real good day. I think we got about a dozen, and they got about a dozen. Absolutely beautiful. One of my most favorite things on earth right here. Yep. I always say, if you don't enjoy winter, you don't have enough fun winter toys to play out in the snow with. With the snowmobiles and ice fishing, and I love it. Alrighty, everybody. Yep. Hopefully I don't have a fish on when I came out here. I might. Five o'clock. And we're going to be heading in. Dumping the minnows. Swim free. Well, we did all right today. This with the other dozen or so we got. Probably 25, 27, something like that total. Ain't too bad.
I'm gonna hold this open for a moment.
Yep. And the drag back to the truck. Saying goodbye to good old Lake Chautauqua till next time. Everybody has the same idea, leaving about the same time here. All right, everybody, I hope this video isn't 4 hours long, but if you like it and had a good time following along and sharing in this experience, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, or not. It's basically all just stuff I like, so nobody has to like it everything. But thanks for following along on this adventure, and we'll see you next time.